to the writer, director of the Fear footage, Ricky Humberger. Well done, sir. A found footage movie that delivered.
Yeah.
Joining us from Baltimore, Demore.
You're right here. Oh, man.
So,
Big time.
what have you done before this?
Nothing.
No shorts, nothing.
Nothing at all. And I kind of learned on the fly. I actually filmed and edited this with my phone. So everything was done on here. And I did an iMovie and just kind of learned on the fly as I went.
What was your secret for jump scares? You had more jump scares in this than anything else we showed footage at the festival.
The secret. I just feel like if they hit right, they can work. And if you mix them with just, especially when they're loud, it's a low film, and then when the jump scares hit, they can be effective if done right. And I feel like a lot of those were, so.
Were there any that didn't make the cut or any that you reshot?
No, pretty much everything I shot made cut. Yeah, because I shot exactly what I needed. You know, there was no bonus material, none of that.
Except for the song that we hear at the end, I know you snuck in like tones, just
Yeah.
tones to make stuff creepy, but no melodies.
Yeah, like what do they call it? It's almost like vibrations, like those kind of. I feel like they amp up a lot of stuff, and it almost gives you a sense that you can feel something's coming. You know what I mean?
Was the gun and gun hand in the foreground, was it always there, or did you comp any of those in?
The gun was always there, and the funny thing with that is, with like the wraparound with the body camera, I filmed all that, and then I had my cut, and actually my wife was all the creatures that you saw at the end. I just had to cut, and she just changed costumes. I didn't have the actor.
Bravo.
She should get back best actress on it. Well, I mean, it was like 6 of us, that did the entire thing, and so I didn't have a lot of choices. So I was like, I need you to do all the. It was in my grandmother's house. She was home, so I was, I'm like, all right, I need to use this room now. Grandma, you need to go downstairs, and I would use the room. She would come up. So I just kind of.
And was it shot in Pennsylvania?
No, it's actually. It was in Maryland. Everything within 5 miles of each other. But I just changed. I wanted different stories to feel like different locations if I could.
And the creatures that we saw, were any of those digitally enhanced?
Nothing was. Well, the only thing that was digitally enhanced. Well, actually, there was 2 things. It was the fire in the Storm Stalkers at the end when the dude sets himself on fire, and then it was the gunshot in that same story where the guy answered. He's on the phone. He gets shot in the head, and they look pretty decent on this, but there's certain things I've seen they don't look great on. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I wish I would have, learned a little more before doing that. But I think it turned out decent for a $300 budget and 6 people. I'm okay with
It
it.
turned out excellent. So were any of those masks, they all look fine in this, but if we were to look at them, they wouldn't hold up, right?
Probably not. That's why you see a lot of them, and a lot of them, like the mouths are open constantly, so you just have to see them in glimpses, and it'll look like they're screaming. Other than that, they're just, they probably wouldn't hold up.
Fred Olin Ray made a movie for $300 35 years ago. So adjusting for inflation, maybe you got a record.
Possible.
Any questions or comments? Paul?
The scene when they're running through the priest and everything, where was that shot? Where was that, labyrinth, tunnel system?
Oh, that's actually, it's a place in Baltimore underneath the Key Bridge. It's called Fort Armistead. Creepiest place you'll ever go without monsters. And it's seedy. There's people shooting dope in the corner and prostitution. So we went there a lot of times during the day, and then the tunnels are so dark you can't tell that it's during the day in them. But yeah, that place is creepy. But it was a cool location.
And over here.
Where'd you get the idea to put 3 found footage, films in the one film?
It's kind of VHS, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
That series, I love found footage anyway, and I didn't plan on doing a feature. I just did one short, and it turned out pretty decent. I was like, oh, let me try another one. And then that one, I was like, well, why don't I just do an anthology, basically? It wasn't like I was like, oh, I'm going to do a VHS movie. It's just how it happened. I didn't plan on doing a feature.
John?
Yeah, I just wanted to actually comment. I really like the idea to use the actual body cam on a police officer for the found footage. I mean, in found footage, that's one of the biggest things is the reasoning for the
Why are they
continued.
always filming?
Exactly, and that's never, as far as I know, using the body cam on a police officer has never been done before.
And
It's probably like it makes the most sense of
yeah, it's
probably
like,
any
he doesn't
movie
know
I've
he's
seen.
filming. He's trying to get out of there, but it's filming everything. So I felt like, yeah, that would make sense.
It was funny to see the short, wasn't it?
Yeah, I know. When it started, I was like, this is fucking just like it. I was like, God damn it.
Somebody else?
I thought it was clever how you had the first one is fear footage, you know, for the first video that you.
Yeah, the tape that he sees, because that's what he's watching throughout. So yeah.
And then the other comment is how, was there a reason why you didn't put credits in after?
Because I feel like with found footage, you kind of want to leave the allure of, oh, this could be real. I mean, obviously, you know, there's some shoddy acting, and you can tell it's not real, but I still want to leave the most allure of, oh, is this real as I can. That was the whole, and I'm not trying to be, you know, some famous filmmaker. I just wanted to make films, scare people, and that's pretty much it. So I didn't care about that.
Well, you need to make another one.
Possibly.
No, no.
All right, Fear Footage Part 2 is exclusive. Fear Footage Part 2.
You gotta keep making films and keep us in mind. We'd
Yeah.
love to have you back. Next time, let us know you're coming. We'll give you a welcome back. And you did a really
Yeah.
good job. I was
Appreciate
very
it.
impressed.
Thank everybody for coming out. I know it's late.
Go ahead,
and,
Tom.
uh,
I was just curious about, you had the concept and then you wrote a script, or did you just?
I kind of did it as I went. Like I did one story, and then I was like, all right, let me think of another story. Did that, and then I was like, well, now I need a fucking wraparound. So I was like, oh, well, you know, let me do something where it would be filming. So it kind of just, I didn't write a script and then film it. I wrote a story, wrote a wraparound, and then kind of just put it together. Yeah, that's kind of how it went.
Oh, I see, so you did.
And then if I needed to change certain things to, you know, make sense of, then I just kind of did that as I went too.
Did you meet the podcast boys?
I did.
Without a head, without your head or a podcast.
Okay.
Been here all week. Speak to them on your way out. Make sure they get you on the show.
Yeah, nice. Thanks for coming out, guys.
Congratulations, thanks again for coming.
Yeah.
I thought it was great, and I intentionally made it the last feature, because everybody knows we usually just have a handful of people here for the last feature, and we just hang out and have fun, and I wanted to see how scary it really was. And Bill, you saw me jump, right? I did jump at one point, I was only in here for the last 20 minutes.
That's good.
Excellent job.
Thanks for having me.
Very impressive.
Yeah, thanks.